Hi, welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and in this G.I. Joe classic review, we're going to be taking a look at Copperhead. That is right, the water moccasin pilot. This is the Cobra's naval commander, I guess you would say. I know it sure wasn't Lampreys. Anyway, we're going to take a look at this guy, and this is my original one. Now, quick story, he has seen much better days. Loose leg. I ordered one for like 10 bucks off eBay, and I never got it. And I actually put a complaint in. I waited quite some time. I actually feel bad because I think that something might have happened to this guy because he had a perfect record. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing people, and he had a perfect record for quite some time. I started seeing reports that he wasn't sending stuff out. So I think something awful happened to the guy. I hope not. Hopefully. Well, I don't know. Hopefully nothing awful that he died, but hopefully he wasn't screwing people. Hey, if you were one that sold this to Punk with Toys, not that I use my name on eBay, just know I'm doing this now with my original one. But anyway, let's talk about this guy, and then we're going to take a look at the water moccasin in the next review because, well, let's be 100% honest, this guy has to go with his water moccasin. But we're going to take a look at this. I know a lot of people had this guy. Again, you can see my bad legs. So many bad legs here. So many people had the water moccasin because it was a smaller water vehicle. So people end up with Copperhead. These colors just kind of stand out, right? I look at this and it's like, this is the Detroit Pistons of the 90s. If you guys remember the horse's head, it was awful. But anyway, let's get into this guy. You don't want to look at me anymore, hear more stories. Before we do, please take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a classic review. All right, so here we have my original Copperhead, and I talked about it, that I tried ordering one on eBay and I got screwed, and I thought it was because he was worn. I forgot he has a broken crotch. So this is only the second figure with a broken crotch. The first was Steeler, but I guess this one is also, so I need to eventually replace him. So we're going to look at the helmet. I actually never thought the helmet looked that big. A lot of people think that it does. I never thought that. But you look at it here, you got this nice green going across, and then it looks like you have, you know, around the earpieces where they're going to stick out. Maybe that's so he can hear. It's going to filter stuff in. And then his mask may have some sort of, it might be some sort of oxygen because he is going to be in the water. He obviously won't be scuba diving, but this might be some sort of filtration device. Again, it's your childhood, your lore, you do what you want. He has no eyebrows, but he does have the same painted eyes, all right? So you have the little dot right here, and then you have the black just painted right on the top. He's wearing a wonderful wife beater, tank top, however you want to call it. So he has no protection around his neck, and it goes right into his bare chest. I always loved the chest holsters. It just was really cool. So you're going to look here. It's going to run right down here. It looks, if you look here, they actually made it so it goes underneath the shirt so you don't have to worry about it riding back and forth. Now, what kind of detail, I mean, think about that detail that these designers put on for something a little kid would have, all right? And then you have your pistol right here with a nice holster. You can't even see the grip as it has a little button right here that's holding it down. It's got the silver Cobra symbol. Again, it has seen better days. Going down, you can see this guy has some muscularity to him. He's got the nice Ultimate Warrior straps going all the way down, and then you have this open, not open fingered, but like an open top of your hand glove, which I think is actually pretty cool. You don't see a lot of figures with anything like this. All right, he's got all his fingers properly. On this side, the exact same thing. As for his belt, his crotch, you can see the nice buckle right there. You can see it's kind of a chain that's going to run all the way around and even go straight down here. So on the crotch, it looks like you're going to have the exact same thing. On the inside, he's still sporting the exact same color. And then you have the teal right here And then you have, again, everything is very design focused to look the exact same. He has another pistol over here with some nice design here. All right, once again, you can't see the grip, but you can see the buckles. And the fact that they put so much design into these little buckles, I think is awesome. You get down to the boot and they're just kind of cut on an angle. And then they look like they kind of buckle together rather than having straps. All right. And it runs all the way down. You can see how worn mine is. This guy was used a lot. And then you have the peg system right on the bottom. And then as for the articulation, the exact same as all the O-rings. He turns side to side. There is a piece in the back that doesn't allow it to completely spin. You get a perfect T-pose. They twist at the shoulder right there. Now, wow, look at that. This one here, you get a 90 degree. This one, not so much. I don't even get 90 degree. I'm not going to press it because there's something wrong with it. He does turn side to side. There's O-ring, so he can kind of go back and forth. Now, without that crotch, he has no problem getting a wonderful Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is one of the reasons why you watch. When you do the Jean-Claude Van Damme, you don't want to break the crotch. Obviously, you don't have to worry about that. There's his seated pose, and then you have his L right there. But that is Copperhead. No weapon that he came with. All right, they still were kind of stingy with weapons with the actual vehicle drivers. I don't think it really bothered me all that much because we always had that accessory pack that we could throw some weapons on some of the figures. Not anything that we have today, although we have so many different companies making weapons for us. So anyway, that is your Copperhead. All right, so there's your Copperhead, your classic review. I really do enjoy these. I like showing off all the detail that we may have never noticed. Also, it gives me a chance to be back and just in this room and kind of talk about things and chat about it. Going back in time, you guys, people seem to really enjoy it. It takes them back to a different time where, like I said, a bill was someone you knew, not something you had to pay. So anyway, tell me if you had this guy. Do you have a story about him? Is this the one vehicle that you got? Is this the only water vehicle? Your buddy got the USS Whale, the whale, and you got, I don't know why I yelled at you. I don't know why I yelled whale at you, but maybe your buddy got the whale. You got stuck with this, and you're like, oh, this isn't fair. The whale has like 3 different vehicles. We'll get into that when we get to that part. So anyway, tell me a story about this. But I'm going to get out of here, but you guys know what to do. You need to take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a classic review. Now what I'm going to do is right up here. You're like, I need some more. Well, right up here will be Storm Shadow, the coolest ninja of all time. And down here will be the playlist of all the classic G.I. Joe reviews that I've done. Take care.